Hello friends, let us now learn some important MCQs in SPM. Action which halts the progress of the disease at the incipient stage and prevents complications is secondary prevention. The following does not determine specific protection. See, if you see here, which of the following is not seen in specific protection? Wearing of goggles by welders is specific protection. Wearing of seat belts by car drivers is specific protection. Vitamin A for children prophylaxis is specific protection. Pap smear for early detection of carcinoma cervix in a community is mainly for the diagnosis of the disease. It does not comes under specific protection. It is a secondary prevention, whereas the specific protection comes under primary prevention. Which of the following is not included in primary prevention? Lifestyle modification is not included in primary prevention because this can be done even without the presence of risk factors. Health education. See, in primary prevention, we have health education and specific protection. Health education comes under primary prevention. Immunization and nutritional supplementations comes under specific protection. So, all these comes under primary prevention. Next, health promotion includes all except. Health promotion includes health education, food fortification, and environmental modifications. Specific protection does not include health promotion. Specific protection and health promotion, both these are the types of primary preventions. Then, primary prevention among the following is: primary prevention includes immunization. Disability limitation is tertiary prevention. Early diagnosis and treatment comes under secondary prevention. So, immunization is primary prevention. Which of the following is primary prevention in polio? In polio, provision of 3 doses of oral polio vaccine in infancy is primary prevention. In infancy, there is presence of risk factors. So, primary prevention is done whenever there is presence of risk factors. So, provision of 3 doses of OPV in infancy is primary prevention. Rehabilitation is tertiary prevention. Collection of stool sample for diagnosis is secondary prevention. Diagnosis and treatment mainly comes under secondary prevention. Good sanitary measures are primordial prevention even before the risk factors. When we do good sanitary measures, that is primordial prevention. Then, next question. When you immunize a child for measles, which type of prevention are you doing? Immunization is specific protection, which is a type of primary prevention. First in sequence is disease, then disability, then impairment, then rehabilitation. Next question. All are primary levels of prevention except, health promotion, specific protection, and immunization comes under primary levels of prevention, whereas early diagnosis and treatment comes under secondary level of prevention. Not allowing the emergence or development of risk factors itself is which level of prevention? Not allowing the emergence or development of risk factors itself is primordial prevention. Level of prevention that includes specific protection is mainly primary prevention. Next question. Chemoprophylaxis is prevention type. Chemoprophylaxis comes under specific protection. So it is primary prevention. Next question. Chemoprophylaxis of malaria is primary prevention, which is specific protection which is done before the emergence of disease, and when risk factors are present. The prevention that we do is primary prevention, and chemoprophylaxis comes under specific protection, part of primary prevention. Next, about ICD. ICD-10 stands for International Classification of Diseases 10th revision. Then, true statement about ICD-10 is arranged in 3 volumes. It has 21 chapters. ICD-10 is arranged in 3 volumes and has 21 chapters. ICD is reviewed once in every 10 years. Once in every 10 years, International Classification of Diseases is reviewed. ICD-10 Classification of Disease has majorly 21 chapters present in ICD-10. Regarding International Classification of Disease, untrue statement is. So we should select the false statement. Option A, revised every 10 years. True. 10th revision has 15 major chapters. No, it contains 21 major chapters. It is the base for use in other health fields. True. Coding system in 10th revision is alphanumerical. Yes, in 10th revision, coding system is alphanumerical. Next questions. Iceberg phenomenon differentiates between apparent and inapparent cases. It is differentiates between apparent and inapparent cases. Maximum power of destruction of a disease is measured by case fatality rate. Case fatality rate measures the maximum power of destruction of disease, whereas maximum burden of disease is measured by proportional mortality rate. Seasonal trend is due to vector variation, environmental factors, and change in herd immunity. Seasonal variation is due to vector variation, environmental factors, and change in herd immunity. Intra-species competition is the competition among the individuals of a population within a species. Intra-species competition is the competition among the individuals of a population within a species. All of the following are true statements about quarantine. So, quarantine is synonymous with isolation. False. Quarantine and isolation are two different things. Quarantine, absolute quarantine, is restriction during incubation period. True. Exclusion of children from schools is an example of modified quarantine. True. Quarantine should not be longer than longest incubation period. True. According to the joint study, Health Care in India, the road ahead done by C2 and McKinsey Company in 2002, India's existing bed population ratio is 9 in 1000. According to joint study, Health Care in India, the road ahead done by C2 and McKinsey Company in 2002, India's existing bed population ratio is 1 in 1000. Which of the following is characteristic of single exposure common vehicle outbreak? Explosive is an example of single exposure common vehicle outbreak. So, thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.